Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 54 of Thaumcraft 5. And let me just start the episode off by saying thank you so much to everyone that left a nice comment at the end of the last video. Your thoughts and comments were very much appreciated. It's nice to see that everyone seems to be very happy. Even if you didn't leave a comment and you made it to the end of the last episode, thank you very much for watching. So, we have some shenanigans to talk about. Shenanigans? What the heck? We have one comment from Esoteric Bread that gave us the suggestion to put an Essentia buffer on the top of our little centrifuge setup here. Let's go ahead and check the Thaumonomicon entry for Essentia buffers. I believe it's... where the heck is it, dude? Must be over here. Advanced Essentia tubes. Yeah, there it is. Essentia buffer. Where does it talk about that? Where are we? Here we go. The Essentia buffer allows you to store a limited amount of Essentia, 8 points in total, though it can be made, blah blah. Basically, it talks about how it's useful specifically for centrifuges. So basically, this is kind of the main way that you use a buffer. You drop it on the top of a centrifuge. It can handle multiple types of Essentia in it at the same time, and then it can be sucked out and dropped into the... why are these showing up? Oh, I don't have this on. There we go. So it can be sucked out of these pipes and put into the jars like so. So I want to do something a little bit different with this version of, at least here in the Alchemy Lab. I want to have these filtered Essentia tubes up, just so it's going to be a little bit easier for me later on, once I've forgotten what the heck is going on here, to kind of understand what is going on. So these are filtered Essentia tubes. They come blank, and then you basically put a jar label on, or I think you can just use a file of Essentia just to color them. Breaking them will just reset them as per normal. And then I've actually done the same thing over here in our cow pen. As you can see, I've got a Victus one set up here. This is our sort of... I'm hoping this is going to be the permanent home of our Lamp of Fertility. Yes, so we have one major goal for today's episode. I don't actually know if we're going to be able to do it. Hopefully we can do this inside of, say, 40 minutes. If not, we might have to break this up into multiple episodes. This is definitely going to be done over multiple recording sessions, so we'll probably be taking a break at some point so that I can kind of take a break myself. So we want to get that up and running. So we need to set up the entire infrastructure. For that, I have dug out this area here. Originally, I was planning on doing this downstairs, but I kind of had a brainwave and imagined it being over here, down one step. This area over here is going to be for like humans. We're going to have probably a thaumatorium right here and maybe a smeltery here just for human use. But this area over here is going to be sort of a more automation area. So we're going to start over this side, I think. So let's see. The first thing that we need to do is get wheat out of our storage area here. So what we need for that is our magic mirrors, and thankfully Brain already realized that. We researched, if you recall, we researched magic mirrors and demonstrated those a couple of episodes ago. So we need to be able to transport those out of here. So I think what I'm going to do is stick a mirror right here. That should be fine. We'll go ahead and just make sure those are all linked up hunky-dory. We're going to need a golem set up over here as well. No problemo with that. We can do that here in a bit as well. Looks like the night is approaching, but that's okay. Now we're actually going to need to get this magic mirror. Where we're going to stick it. We actually need to stick this up above a little bit. Let's try sticking it, say, right there. I did bring some building blocks. I think we're going to do it right there. The reason being is that we need... let me see. I think I've got them here somewhere, because I thought ahead of this a little bit. We're going to have a hungry chest, so the items are going to come out of the mirror, and then we can just stick them hopefully just right there in the hungry chest like so. They'll just pop up. The hungry chest will suck them up because it's awesome and cool and fantastic. And it's got a great color scheme. And then what we need to do, okay, looks like we actually are going to need to do this up one block higher here. So let's just, hey! I mean, I love you, but maybe not that much. Alright, so we want to do this one block higher. Let's just bonk that out. get a more permanent block there in place. I mean, we'll probably eventually switch that out anyway. But we need to put this up one more block. Hungry chest up, there you go. Because we want to put the arcane pattern crafter right here. Because we're going to be transporting them as hay bales, but we want to actually be actually distilling, just regular old wheat. So let's go ahead and adjust that for 1. Now I did read the entry on this. It's actually a little bit hard to find if you don't know where this is. This weird little item right here is actually underneath the Golemancy tab over here. You can go ahead and pause that and reread that if you want to, but basically you need 2 inventory slots above and below it. So that's why we have the hungry chest on the magic mirror there. And next up we need another chest right here. Do I have any chests? Those are trap chests. I do carry around chests in my ender chest, so let's just get one of those out. And normally I just pick my ender chest right back up. Oh, I don't have these rings on. Let's fix that. There we go. Stick this here. Fantastic stuff. So now we've got the wheat coming in here. And now we need to actually get it inside the smeltery, I think. Well, actually, maybe we can... No. Yeah, we need a way of getting it into the smeltery, and we're probably just going to have to go with golems for that again. Now, smeltery... we have this guy right here. But that's the thaumium smeltery. If we can check here under the alchemy tab, and the thaumium smeltery, as you can see, is hella expensive. Hella expensive. I don't want to make one of these for just a simple little automation system that is going to drain all of the aura. And it looks like we used our previous smeltery in crafting that. So we're just going to go ahead and make a basic smeltery once again for this. And we'll also go ahead and get... Do we need 1 or 2 alembics? I think we might need 2 alembics. I'm not 100% sure there. We're going to go ahead and get started with crafting those guys up. No, it is night time. Where is the moon? There is no moon. That's no moon. It's a space block! Anyway. Vague Star Wars references aside, let's get together and make our thing. Let's get started with the brass plates. Looks like I do need another brass plate here. What is the recipe for these? Well, that's super simple. 3 brass ingots. No problemo. Break down one of our blocks. Bish bash bosh. Job done. Almost. So you get 3 per. That's pretty cool. And now what we need is a crucible. I believe those are 7 iron. So let's just get some of this and just 1 more. I believe this is how you do it. You need to make a cauldron first. Put some iron pants upside down. Look at that, you've got a cauldron. And then all you need to do is bonk that with your wand. And that is that done. So that's the crucible out of the way. Very cool animation on that. Furnace, 5 cobblestone. Couldn't be simpler. Well, yes it could, but then it wouldn't be Thaumcraft, would it? Got plenty of cobblestone here, probably more than I'd care to admit. So we want... Let's go ahead and get a furnace here, just 8 cobble, super cheap. Fantastic. Stick that in there. Actually, we should probably... This is the one that requires... Vis, is it not? I believe so. Let's go ahead and head on over to the Wizard Tower where our super duper mega flooper scepter is hanging out. I kind of feel like there's quite a far way to come just to craft some stuff. Maybe I do want to move this back into the house, but I don't know. Maybe we just need another scepter, but then that kind of devalues this scepter some. The choices. 19.75, that's cheap enough that we're not going to get that much of an advantage. I'm getting kind of tired of having to drag this out of my, wand thing here and putting it on my hotbar to charge up. There is actually an item that'll help us with that. Perhaps we could research that here in an upcoming episode, but here we go. That's the first thing. We've got the smeltery. I should have actually gotten an alembic or 2 ready as well here. Essentia filters. So we're going to need... I'm just going to go ahead and make 2 alembics, just to simplify things a little bit here. So we need some gold, we need some silver wood. Easy as. Plenty of that material around already. I always seem to have so much stuff. Well, I don't seem to craft very much. We're not very ambitious. We're not sort of Ethos Lab sort of levels of crafting where you literally chews up entire chests of redstone. Alright, we need some silverwood here as well. Where's my silverwood? I know I have, like, just ridiculous amounts of this stuff around somewhere. I think we showed that last time downstairs there, yeah. Alright, so we've got that. What else do we need? We need some more brass plates, well we've already got those. Some great wood and 2 buckets. Alright, let's get our great wood out. I do have plenty of this. That's over on the Wizard Tower Island. Oh, actually, yeah, there's some right there. That's fantastic. So we're just going to need double of everything. What is going on over there? And we've got our brass plates already. What else do we need? We need 2 buckets. Okay, again, super simple. We're going to need to break down one of our iron blocks for this. No problem. Really easy stuff here, just kind of takes a while because it's tedious. What are you going to do? That's Minecraft for you. That's Minecraft without inventory tweaks or anything. I don't know, I've never really been interested in running inventory tweaks, I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. I think that's everything that we need. We just want to craft the buckets up here. Bunk. Sweet as. Now we can head on over to the island and get all this crafted up at once. Yep, still haven't got the glass in here. Maybe I really should just do that. It's literally going to take like 10 seconds to do. Why haven't I done it yet? I don't know. Why don't I need... I feel like I have miscalculated already. That's okay. Let's get these in here. So that's going to give us 2 each, which is fine. That's according to plan, because you need 2 per alembic. Yeah, I did not bring enough brass plates. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. That's alright. Yep. Let's see if we can get over there super quick. Help! That's the power of the girdle for you. Apparently it stops the door sound happening as well. Okay, that's cool. We can roll with that. I mean, I can you? Good. What the heck am I doing? Oh, we've got a spare plate here. Let's just drop that down while we're thinking about it. Oh! You were not there 5 seconds ago. The hell, bro? How did that even happen? At least it didn't blow up. That would have been even more embarrassing. Buckets in there. Stick these around like so, and that is good to go. Bish bash bosh. Job done. So that is the smeltery and alembics out of the way. Now I'm a little bit curious about these alembics. I believe in the TC4, you could put labels on these. I don't know if you can do that in this episode. In what? In this episode? In this mod. We're going to find that out here. Let me just fill in some of these blocks that are like this. I just used the excavation focus. It's not perfect. It does get it done. Like, you can literally dig this out in, like, it took like 2 or 3 minutes. But it does leave a little bit of a mess, I will say that much. So if we stick that there, maybe we want to route stuff behind the wall. We can work that out as we go. But if I do that, that should be fine, I think. And next up, what we want to do is double check the labeling shenanigans. I did bring over files right here. So we can do Victus and Araba. That's what comes out of wheat, as I understand. Let me just double check that. I know it's correct, but let's just double check. Let's double check. Sure enough, indeedy-deedy-doo. A 1 and 2 and a deedy-deedy-doo. That is the case, so let's go ahead and set these up. Maybe I can just use... No, I'm not sure actually. I think it might be labels. So if you don't remember, just stick that in there, get a label, stick that in there, get the label. Awesome. It doesn't use up the files, so basically what I've done is I just keep a file of every Essentia type, just basically for this purpose, just to be able to very easily make whatever seal I want. Okay, that looks to be the case, so you can put Victus there specifically, which is absolutely fantastic. That's really what we want to see here. So, yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So we can do that, and we can do that. So now we've got our erba up there, and now we've got this down here. I'm just thinking, how do I want this to go now? There's a lot of unknowns here. I'm beginning to realize. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants at this point. I think what I want to do is I want to have a small amount of localized storage for Victus Essentia. So we could do something like this and just bonk that right there. I think that'll be okay. I do have my resonator here. What is the suction on an alembic? It says that it's 0. This is 31, and that is because of the jar that's right here. So that's going to be drawing that Essentia out. Now we want to be able to send this Essentia into our centrifuge. Now I'm going to have to tear down our mock setup over here, so let's just quickly do that. Things are hissing at me, but I don't think they're, no. I don't think there was any Essentia in there. Oh, this is made of wood. Okay. The wood sound is playing. The more you know. I would have assumed that that was metal, but that works. Whatever works. We don't judge. And let's go ahead and separate those. Now we want these tubes to go in the bottom here. So let's just do this against the wall here, just so it's going to be very easy to follow. And it looks like I just accidentally destroyed one of my arcane lamp sources right there. That's okay. Wow. I really dug into this wall. Didn't mean to do that. Holy crap. Well, we can patch that up later. It's no big deal. It doesn't have to look good. It just has to function for now. We can patch that later. So let's do that. If I stick the centrifuge there... Maybe I just want to go... I want to go one more block over, I think. Let's do this. Okay. So here's my idea. We can stick this here, and then we want to have our buffer on top. Thanks, Esoteric Bread again. We can have this here. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have the... do we even have it in here? I wonder if I put it away already. There's the Terra... This right here, the Void Jar with Terra Essentia. We can go ahead and make a dedicated jar in the future, but we can go ahead and void our Terra Essentia away. I'm pretty sure you might have seen it already, if you're in there already. Yeah, I have plenty of built-up Terra Essentia. I don't know what to do with it, so we're just going to go ahead and void it for now. So that's fine by me. But this is going to generate Victus Essentia. Let me actually do this, as I was talking about, like this new convention for Essentias. Let's get the Aruba. I get the Aruba Essentia Bro. Oh dear. There we go. So that kind of types the whole entire suction, which is fantastic. We can do Terra right there if we want to. I wonder if I can just use this jar like so. Oh, you can. Cool, so you don't need the jar, you can just use, well, you can just use anything that has Essentia assigned, if you understand what I mean. Anyway, so, and then that's going to be Victus, which is super, super handy. Actually, we can kind of, yeah, we can kind of combine these tubes together now that I think about it. We could probably snake that around the back. Let's go ahead and do that. I wasn't intending on doing this, but I might need to just reroute our tubes here. I was kind of hoping to be able to have them just as a flat plane, but Essentia tubes are really that easy to play with. That's alright. So, there we go. I hope we're doing everything right so far. We've got the Victus now hooked up. Gonna go ahead and do that. And that should be okay, I think. Yeah, we're not getting any of the fumes coming out now. So it's just a matter of connecting the tube up underground over here. Yeah, all we need to do now is just get that tube over there hooked up over here. But that's going to be it for this first part of the recording for me. Yeah, so I'm just going to take a break, and I'm going to come back and continue recording this tomorrow.